Hey, what's up guys? Daniel here with Blood Trail TV, and want to introduce to you not only a very good friend of mine, but also my taxidermist. This is Dave Stevens. Dave is located here just north of Columbia, Missouri, here in the Midwest, and he is the owner of Limb Bender Outdoors, a full-service taxidermy shop. And today we wanted to bring you a short clip on a few things that you can do to your game that you harvest prior to bringing it to your taxidermist. So Dave's going to talk about a few of the services and animals that he specializes in and offers, and then also maybe some generic info that you can kind of expect from taxidermists as a whole. And what I want to highlight first is that Dave does a variety of animals, and actually the duck here in the video we're shooting is actually my duck. I shot this duck a couple years ago. Dave just finished it up a couple weeks ago, called me and told me it was ready, and so I came up here to pick it up and also to do a little bit of promo for Dave and for his business. So Dave, tell us what got you started and interested in doing taxidermy?
First off, thanks for having me on, Daniel. I've always loved doing stuff with animals, as far as doing European mounts and whatnot, and it just fit me. So I figured why not get into it and try it, and when I did, it took off, and here I am. So I really enjoy doing it.
All right. So what animals do you specialize in, and what animals do you do? What's your bread and butter, and then what other animals are you willing to do?
Right now, my bread and butter is white-tailed deer. I mean, that's typical of everybody. Just really getting some ducks in now, which is really nice. It's a new challenge for me, but I enjoy it. Quail, pheasants, any kind of upland game I can do. Turkeys, what else? Fish. I love doing fish.
Okay.
So mainly bass right now. I'm getting into doing crappie and some others, but right now bass is where I'm kind of keeping it. So it's good. So
good all around.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll try anything, and if I can't, I will help you find somebody who can. I mean, I want to become a full-on. Everybody comes to me for everything, but
awesome.
Obviously, I'm not going to give you a less than stellar amount if I can't help it.
Right.
So.
Western game, elk, mule deer?
Yes, elk, mule deer, pretty much any of that. Bobcats, bears.
Predators?
Yes, predators.
Okay. So pretty much just about anything you could find here in the Midwest,
right.
Or I guess technically within the U.S. And
yep.
So have you done anything with the Africa side of stuff?
Not done any Africa yet. Just hadn't had anybody come to me about it. But I'd love to try one. I'd love to get them in. But that's a whole new ballgame. So.
Awesome. So what is, as hunters, and you're a hunter yourself,
yep.
So what is one thing, or maybe a couple things, that the hunter can do to prep their harvest prior to bringing it to you?
Okay. Well, there's a couple things that's important. If the game is left in the back of the pickup when you're driving around showing on your buddies, it's not a good thing. You need to get that thing cooled off. Take pictures. Go to your taxidermist, have them cape it out if you're not comfortable. I do that here as well. So you bring your deer in, I'll cape it out. Just depending on how busy it is, how quick, but usually we can get it in and out within maybe an hour, have everything caped. Then you can get your deer off to the processor. We also try to, if you want your horns back, right afterwards, we'll cut the horns off, let you take them so you can show them off to your buddies. And then when we're ready to have you to mount it, we'll bring you back in with your antlers so you can mount.
Okay.
And that's one tip. The other one is it's better to leave more cape instead of cutting too much off. Because we can't add to it. So a lot of times we have to modify forms if you cut too short. So a lot of good YouTube videos out there. If you go to my Facebook page, I don't have a website yet. I actually put a link in there to a really good video. Somebody shows how to cape a deer.
Okay.
And so that's good. But if you don't feel comfortable, bring it in. We'll take care of it.
So what about, other than white-tailed deer, what's something with, let's say, for instance, the ducks? What is something, or even birds in general, ducks, turkeys, upland game birds? So obviously, if you get something mounted, you may also want to harvest the meat, say off of a turkey.
Right.
So if they de-breast a turkey out or a bird, you know, what's the best way to go about doing that to preserve it if they're going to mount it?
Okay, the best thing to do is take it to your taxidermist and have them cut down and do it, because if you get in there and you try pulling breast feathers out, then it's really going to make it difficult for me to sew it back together and make it look right. I've had a couple come in where there's no breast at all. It's just peeled up, and there's really not much I can do with it other than try to push it together and maybe, you know, hide it back, because there's not a whole lot. Turkey's the same way. I would rather you bring me a turkey in and let me just breast it out, and then I'll keep the rest of it. It doesn't take that long for me to do it, and I can get you your breast and your drumsticks probably too if you really want them. But most of the time that's just the meat off of it. So,
gotcha. All right, so we've covered deer, we've covered birds, and I would say deer. We've also covered some other bigger animal, bears and you know whatnot, keeping it in a similar way. So if fish, so I've got a fish mounted. I took my whole fish to the taxidermist that did mine years ago, and I know the new thing, replicas have really become a thing. So number one, do you do both the full stuffed fish and the replicas?
Yes.
And then what's the best way to get fish to you if they choose to mount something?
If you're going to bring me the fish itself, bring me. If you can't bring it to me right away, I always say put it in wrap it in an old t-shirt, wet t-shirt. And then put it in a Ziploc or a trash bag and freeze it. Okay. And then when it comes to me, then I'll take it apart and do all that. If you're wanting a replica done, good pictures, good measurements. So eye to nose, or eye to the back, tail, full length. And if you have questions, you always call me. I can guide you through. There's a lot of more intricacies in that. Girth, all that. So once we get all that in, then I can look and find a replica. Replicas tend to cost a little more because there's a lot of prep work involved. There are some good molds out there, but you can't do it with everything. So if not, you have to actually file down a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it's a lot of work. So it's almost easier to do a skin mount sometimes.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's the best way to do those. If I can do anything off the pictures, and if you got a length, I mean, you know, the taxidermy catalogs and the people who build the mounts do a really good job of giving you, they're really accurate proportionates. So if you've got a length and a girth, then what they have is going to be pretty close to, you know, say it's a 22.5 pound bass or 22.5 inch bass, probably 5 pound, 6 pound bass. Okay. But it's all kind of relative, so it's proportional to that.
Well, Dave, what is, you said you're on Facebook, so they can find you at facebook.com/.
It's Limbender Outdoors.
Okay. And then what's a good phone number we can reach you at?
573-213-9160. We'll let you know. I do hunt a lot. It's early season, so if you need me, call me, text me. If I don't answer right away, leave a message, or, I mean, honestly, just text me, and that'd be the quickest way to get an answer back. Okay. And I can always come out of the woods and meet you if we need to. So.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching. Daniel here with Blood Trail TV, and I'm here with Dave Stevens with Limbender Outdoors. Highly encourage you to check out Dave and his work on his Facebook page. He does a phenomenal job. I've seen some of the other mounts, big game animals that he done, and he really does a great job. He's got very good attention to detail, and I can guarantee you the prices that he charges are well worth it. Very good, high quality work. So Dave, thanks again.
Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate
it. The Awesome Duck, I love it. And thanks again for chatting with us today.
Absolutely.
Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/thebloodtrail, and then also check out Dave with Limbender Outdoors as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Hunt hard, be safe, and God bless.